No, I've got this box open. I just want to make sure that it hasn't got any queen cells in it and that it's got eggs in it. There are no queen cells in this box. We can't actually see the queen. Must be here somewhere. But there's brood. Well, there are certainly queen cells being made in this box. So they're well on the way. We'll give them a little while longer and then switch the boxes round. Alright, well the swarm's moved into this box and let's have a look, see what they're doing. They've taken pollen in, so I imagine they've actually moved in with a laying queen, not a virgin queen, but we'll see, Right, well there are 2 brood boxes here, and judging at that, they've really taken up residence in this top box. They look as happy as Larry in there, making new wax. So I think we'll have a look at this top box starting from that edge over there. Well, the bees are well established in the top box. Lots of eggs and brood. Not so much in this bottom box, but look how much they've had to clean out. So I can give them a bit of a hand, I suppose. Clean some of that off, maybe drop this down a little bit and give them a super and a queen excluder. Not going to give them a proper floor just yet, but that's the next thing. So this is the top box. You can see these bees are they're not light bees. They don't seem to be very butt fast, they're quite dark bees. So I'm not sure where they've come from, but there's some nice brood there, looks okay. Nice curly clean brood. And there's probably eggs in there, it's hard to pick it up with this. But certainly the brood looks okay. So now I've dropped the 2 boxes down and I'm going to put a queen excluder on and put 2 supers on. The last thing I want them to do now is to run out of space. Well, they do have a floor now, they have the old floor. So they're now on, what a strange configuration, they're on 3 brood boxes, one with holes in the side, which is their entrance, with 2 supers on top. And I've made a slight entrance with the supers because they're disorientated. The holes are now further down the stack than they were before. I won't leave that like that for very long, but just for the time being, just to before they get used to using these, as I'm sure they will, because there's nothing in those boxes, and there's a lot in these boxes. So yeah, I think that's a result really. We can. I've got a poly box there. I think I might still do something with these bees. I might still take the queen away if I can find her. But I don't know yet. We'll see. These bees look happy enough, taking pollen in. May not have a queen excluder on, but I do have a problem with the hive stand because everything's leaning over. So maybe I ought to try and sort that out. There's a queen excluder here for this hive. Come on. And I bought a new cleaned old crown board. This one's a bit worse for wear really. Every time you use it, you lose a bit. There's a queen wasp looking for a home. I should think there's going to be quite a few of those around this year. This hive is full That was really heavy. This is chocolate block. So haven't got here any too soon, really. They certainly need more space. Look at this. And the bees there. Well, they come through the winter really well. No treatment. Lots of bees. Right. Green it's how orderly they are. They're taking up that honey, that spilt honey. A nice whole line of them working, gradually working forward. Nice. Well, it's not leaning as badly as it was now. If anything, it's leaning slightly forward, but that's all right. So it's now got 4 supers on. So it's got a brood box, 2 supers with brood in, queen excluder, and 2 supers with drawn out frames. So that should give them enough space for the time being. But I have to decide what to do with this hive soon. There's one bee that just keeps bothering me. It's just one that says go away. Well, this hive should be okay for another week now. They've calmed down a bit and reorganising themselves, I guess, inside. So best leave them to it. Monday the 20th. Now this box does have a few flying bees going to it, but not anywhere near as many as that box down there. So it's time to give these bees with the queen some flying bees back again, and it's time to move some of those. Move one out of the apiary altogether, I think, and one up to where this box is. So I think the white box at the end, the wooden box, can come here and have these flying bees, and the poly box that needs a good clean anyway can be taken out of the apiary altogether. So that's the plan. Right, well it seems I didn't set this up very well, because the bees have done what they sometimes do, which is make queen cells on only one frame. So I've taken a couple of queen cells out of this frame and grafted them onto a frame in the other box, but it leaves these with a little clump here. Of course the wire went right through the frames, and the wire goes through this one as well, right through the middle. So well done bees, well done beekeeper. Should have left more of these frames in here. Got it wrong. Right, well that entrance is now locked. I'll move this box away and the bees will go back to there for the time being, but I'll bring the other box down. By this time the wind was really beginning to pick up, and it was a very noisy piece of video, this piece. I just wanted to look at this box which has got the swarm in it, and to see what I could do with it. I've given this swarm box 4 new frames of foundation, and I've taken out, with this one I've taken out 5 frames. No, I'm not taking this one. I'm going to shake the bees off this one. I thought we'd just have a little look at them before I shake them off. My intention is not to take the queen with them. The intention is to leave the queen behind. I thought at first they were going to be a bit spicy, but they're not. They're okay. They're not giving me any trouble. So they're not moving around a lot on this frame here. Right, I'm going to shake these into my new box and then close them up again. Still very windy, but I locked them back up. They hadn't done anything in the top two supers, so I took some frames out, put some new frames in, and I'm taking them away for the time being. These will probably soon get settled into their old routine. I've seen a bit of pollen going in, not much yet, but hopefully they'll get back to it. There might be some brood in there that's been lost as a result of moving the queen away, cold nights, possibly a bit too early in the year to have done that, but we'll see. I may have to give the box down the end another frame of eggs and brood in a week or so's time. We'll see how the graft settles in. So these bees will be a bit confused now. There'll be some flying bees in the box when it was moved that want to go back to where they came from, and then there'll be bees flying bringing in pollen, finding that there's no queen and brood to give the pollen to. So they'll have to take over looking after the queen cell instead. Let's hope they do. But as I say, if they don't, then I'll give them another frame of or two frames even. One with cat brood and one with eggs, and they'll take it from there. I haven't done anything with this hive today, but that may be a candidate for some new frames as well.